Hi guys, I'm Hex Trojan, and you're watching Gaming Hexer. Welcome back to episode 3 of Space Engineers Survival that I'm doing. Where we left off from the last episode is we just expanded upon this platform a bit, made it into a bit more of a permanent structure. Could have maybe done a bit more the last episode, but it was a bit slow going at first, getting used to where all the mods are on the scrolling through the mods and that in the G menu. This one. And yeah, so I think what we're about ready to do now is we've realised in the last episode that resources from the ship alone aren't enough, which is this one we're breaking down over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely obliterate this ship, get rid of it, put it into my cargo container, and then I'm going to see what it is exactly that I need. What I might even do is put all of the components, every single last one of them, that I gain from the ship into the assembler and break them down into their counterparts. So that being, if I put in steel plates, then I'm going to run them through the assembler and deassemble them and turn that into iron ingots. So that's what we're going to do now, and then if I have enough time I might try and get started on building a little ship for mining, and I'm going to actually build it in here if I can, so I can dig out this area behind, get to some of this iron and gold and hopefully some of this uranium over here, and it'll also expand this area for us. So they're going to crack on and do that now, and let me just empty my inventory. As you can see with the multipliers on the welding and the grinding, this isn't such an arduous task as it used to be. It's still very much at odds as to the purpose of the structure I'm going to be building. I'm just going to play it by ear and see how it ends up and what's best suited for it, maybe, unless someone gives me some ideas in which direction they'd like this to be headed. At the moment I've been mainly thinking to myself that it's probably going to be a mining structure, but people might be bored of seeing the same thing being made all the time in these survival episodes, and might be able to bring something different to the table. And also, because it can get pretty lonely in single player, whether anyone wants to see any multiplayer, any cooperative play, you can let me know in the comments. And I do have people I know who would be very interested, unless anyone else is interested and would like to get in on this particular survival episode. There's no rules against that, so again, let me know in the comments and we'll see what we can do. Be careful because like I said, the gravity's pointing that way and I don't really want to be knocking anything loose because it will travel in that direction, and the stuff that is affected by gravity anyway will. So not so much the large blocks, but most definitely the components they're made of. If I do lose any, that's the direction they're going to go, and I'm unlikely. Let's have a look. There we go, like that one there. I'm not going to be able to catch that. So, that's a bit of a waste. But there we go. Let me see if by chance... Nope. Girder. That's what I'm going to be needing for that particular catwalk. Well, this is actually happening a lot quicker than what I thought it would. The actual deconstruction of this. No complaints there. The quicker the better. Like I said before, I don't want to be boring anyone with continuous grinding and welding and mining. I much really would prefer to be doing some building. Just keep an eye on my inventory there. Oh, like that. And also, if you could let me know if you think maybe the episodes have dragged on a bit and they might be a bit long for your likings, maybe if you'd like me to shorten them, or maybe if there's not enough in each one as well. It may mean the difference between me having non-stop footage and actually breaking the footage up so that you see the bits that you only really want to be seeing and you're not bored to death. The rest. Right, so we are officially saying goodbye to our respawn ship. You've been great, you've really helped us out, but au revoir. Let's quickly charge our suit up since we're on the 33% mark there. Right, so what I said I was going to do was, once I got rid of that, I was going to build a ship. What I have decided on doing is I'm going to get some steel plates and I'm going to build out this way to a point, and then I'm going to make it into heavier blocks and come out further, and that will be the landing area. I'm not within reach of the direction from where the meteors are coming, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to do that, and once I've got that, that's where I'm going to build my small ship, which I should be able to fit in through here for the time being before I close it off altogether, to dig in there. We'll come back and we'll finish that catwalk even, on another occasion. Excuse me. Plenty of steel plates. Let's move them across. As many as we can carry. We're going to need all of them. So I think a couple of layers first of the lighter blocks, and then we'll really move along with the heavier blocks. I could maybe even go around the corner, just so it doesn't look so uniform. Right, heavier blocks. I'm just going to replace the smaller one for now. The lighter one even, I should say.
Meteor storm inbound.
Right, that should suffice for now, just for the small ship that I'm going to build on it, and obviously that will be extended upon in the future, but for the time being, while I have the resources. Right, there's a mining transport off there in the distance, but again I believe that's going to have turrets, and as awesome as it would be to gain some of the resources that inevitably has, it's just, I do not want to fly out 8,500 meters to be shot one time up in my head. And look, we're already out of the steel plates. Well, that wasn't expected, but let's build some more, eh? Production, steel plates. We'll build at least another 1,000 if we can. We may need some more iron.
Meteor storm inbound.
I do love the texture of that gold. I do think it's very well done. Let's pick up all this here. Even on the little rocks it does look very, I guess how you might expect it to look. It's always nice to see something that you can recognise just by looking at it and not have to hover over it and say, oh yep, that's gold, or oh yeah, that's iron. It's quite apparent just by looking at them. Oh, let's find my way out. There you go, let's pick you up on the way. And feed the refinery.
Meteor storm inbound.
It's production. And I'll come back when that has finished building.
Meteor storm inbound.
Right, I'll be cutting that bit out. Right, I just came away for a minute there so that I could let this finish, or let it use up the iron. If it has, it hasn't used all the iron, so that means I've got everything that I asked for. And I still have some iron left over, so that's always good. Gonna finish off these heavy blocks. It's easy to forget actually how many steel plates each one of these heavy armoured blocks use. It does add up. I mean, we're looking at 150 per block of the steel plates. So as you can see, out of 1,000 I only managed to build about 7 and a bit. Maybe, probably even less, because I did have some on one of those blocks already. So we'll try and build another 1,000. So in order to do that, what I'm doing is I'm holding down Shift and I'm clicking on this, and that'll give me 100 per 100 stack. We'll get that up to 1,000. That'll be 1,100. So I've built 1,100 there. As well in the meantime. I know I promised not to be mining so much, but I'm afraid it's not going to let me do anything otherwise. So let's cut a bit more into this iron for now at least. We'll be doing something productive.
Meteor storm inbound.
Let's pick some of these up then and bring these back over to the assembler, or the refinery even. I'll just be able to build 2 more blocks while that's going. Sorry, I just felt like using the stairs on this occasion. We can at least get the layer of heavy armour done, and I can at least get a blueprint down on
Meteor
the ship.
storm inbound.
Right, we're going to be able to finish that one as well. Let's see what we have left. I know I can go to more or less any hatch I want to access this, so I have no idea why I keep coming back to this small cargo container when I can just run to that refinery, for instance, and access it from there. But Maybe a mining ship would have been the way to go first. Yeah. Well, we live and learn.
Meteor storm inbound.
Well, I haven't actually had to recharge my suit as often as I remember having to do it in previous updates. I think that's a sign that they've improved that. Maybe on the hotfix, maybe I missed. Extended the suit life. Well, that's just a complete guess on my part. Welcome to the gold room. I think I'll charge my suit while we wait. Let's do it over here. Okay, sorry guys, there will basically be cut away there for a bit to mine some materials and get some components together so we can basically get a mining ship of some sort up and running. I did intend to build it around here and carve away at this area. However, I've had a change of heart and I'm going to build it out here and have access to these materials out here. So that's what I'm going to do, and we may as well get started. I did say that I wanted to use the Orb Cockpit because I'm very excited to see what it's going to look like. It does look quite cool, and it's going to be... Oh, I didn't mean to be using heavy blocks here. It's sort of unnecessary on the mining. On a mining vessel. So let's see. I'm assuming it's near the bottom, although I could be wrong. As you can still see, still learning my way around the G menu with regards to mods. That's better. Smoother. Ah, there it is. Oh. It's not there for small ships. But I can put it on a small ship.
Meteor storm
So,
inbound.
what am I lacking? Nothing. There we go. So let's see what we need to build it, and then we can see what we need to do to get around. Right, computers, we need quite a few. Couple of displays. But that's it. So let's see what we have. helps us. Right, I need computer. Looks quite menacing as it is. Almost like the cockpit you'd see on a sort of unmanned submersible. So anyway, 32 components. Let's see if we even have the materials required to build that. And we don't. We need silicon and we need gold. Right, we can get the gold. So if I want to build, say, 40 of these. See, it's taking the gold, but we'll need silicon. We're going to have a quick hunt for silicon. Silicon, whatever you want to call it.
Meteor storm inbound.
To our assembler, it's already built the computer components. So back to basics. There we go. We'll hop in. That is very cool. But obviously not very functional. Let me see if it's colourable. And it is. I like yellow for now. So what we're going to do is colour that yellow as well, just for aesthetics purposes. What I was thinking was a mining drill on this side, a mining drill on this side, and then just a basic thruster set up on the back. I could have a cargo container set up with some conveyors, I guess. Excuse me. We'll see how we go.
Storm inbound.
One there, and one there. Starting to look like a bit of a beast, but might suffice. Let's see, we have enough to build that. Do we have enough to build that one as well? And we do. I must remember we need reactors as well. So there's no point really going overkill on the thrusters. We'll just see what we can get away with for the time being. What I might do is have a gyro there. So I might have 1, 2. Oopsie, wrong place. 3 thrusters there. And left and right to stabilise me here. Would it make more sense maybe to have 2 gyros? I think that's overkill, really.
Meteor storm inbound.
Right, I'm going to need up and down. So maybe up, up. No, it's not going to go on there. Will it go on there then? Maybe. Yes. So, gyro there. Up, up, down, down. And then all I need is a reverse thruster. Which I have an idea for. So 9 up, up. So just a basic thruster setup here. I say down, down.
Energy low.
Let's remedy that. That will do for now.
Meteor storm inbound.
Right, the cargo system on this I think is going to be fairly basic. What I might do is just have small cargo containers lined up at the back here. And then connected to this one here, and the same on the other side. And then the reactors I'll have just on top of these downward thrusters. And look, I'm nearly forgetting my thruster to stop me going forward. I think I might have it there. Just a simple single thruster like that. Obviously not designed to look extremely pretty. just to serve a purpose. I'll need reactors. I'll see if I get away with 3 reactors for now, and I want them to be accessible, so like that. 2, 3.
Meteor storm inbound.
Right, large steel tube. Computers. So the silicon has proved to be a resource that will be very much in demand, because the computer component is a very important component with regards to it's the layer of components when you build an item that determines who the owner is of the item. So whoever places that item and builds that item into the build of that particular block, they will be the owner of that block. So I think the first thing we'll do once we get this up and running is we will definitely use this miner, and its maiden voyage will probably to be go after that silicon that we saw on the other side of the silicon. So let's build a few more computer components. And I needed a large steel tube. Right, you can see on that that menu on the right hand side there, that information screen, there's a blue line. That's basically the point at which you apply the computer components to the build. So past that point you are then the owner, provided you're the one who builds it past that point of that block. So let's quickly get a couple of smidges of uranium, or few.
Meteor storm inbound.
What we'll do is we'll get 3 for now, and if we can use this with just 2 reactors, then we'll remove 1. So these aren't connected to anything, and it's probably best to keep it that way, because it would just be unnecessary connectors all over the place. Let's see how it fares with 1. Ah, look at that. No flaming gyroscope. That could have been a mistake. I'm trying to think where I would like it to pivot when I turn it. And I think the closer to the center of this, then the better. So we'll give it some of that.
Meteor storm inbound.
Pretty sure 1 reactor will not be enough, but we're going to do this anyway. that. A lot of movement there. The turn is pretty responsive. I think I want one that overloaded there. Yes, it's overloading. Alright, we need a bit more power. So I think one more reactor. And then we could probably remove that middle one. Purely for the sake of maintaining resources that we otherwise don't need to. Right, so that's better. We don't seem to be going above or overloading. Also, I don't particularly think I need the landing gear, but I'll leave it for now. If it gets in the way, I'll take it away. So. There we go. I think I'll have the cargo container now. I'm trying to remember how much resources the smaller one can hold. I guess either way doesn't matter.
Meteor storm inbound.
I will. No. Yeah. I don't need bulletproof glass. Well, that's good, but I do need displays. So let's see the landscape with regard to displays. On me I have 7. What do I need to build them? Iron, silicon, and gold. So let's build a few of them. One,
Meteor storm inbound.
3, so we'll have plenty of storage. Now, as far as I remember, conveyors use power. That may mean that I need to reconnect that or rebuild that other reactor. But we will see.
Meteor storm inbound.
Interior plates. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Motors. Cool. Looks like that ship came in more handy than I thought it would. They should light up, which means they're all connected there. Red to yellow. Very good sign. I think we're going to go find ourselves some silicon there, if I remember correctly. It's on the other side to the asteroid that we're on.
Meteor storm inbound.
Well, I think I'm going to do this off camera. Find the silicon, mine it, what have you. I think the purpose was to get a little mining rig up and running, and that's what we've done here. If you'd like, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you for episode 4.